Well, he campaigned on the promise of eliminating his own office in order to save the taxpayers money.
More than a year after State Treasurer Matt Adamczyk made that pledge, the office still exists and he's collecting a paycheck.
That is not all the I-Team's Eric Ross uncovered. Eric, what do you got?
Good evening. Imagine working just a few hours a week and receiving six figures in salary and benefits combined. While most states have treasurers who earn a similar salary, they also have a lot more responsibilities. We discovered Adamczyk only has one job duty. So is this position worth it or worthless? We'll let you decide.
Can I help you?
Are you Matt?
Yes.
I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Eric Ross with TMJ-4. At 1 o'clock on a weekday afternoon, we found Adamczyk in his basement office with the lights out and sports programming on the computer.
Do I have to do an interview today?
Adamczyk didn't want to do an interview with us when we showed up to ask him what his job duties are, after we learned all but one of his responsibilities were given to other state agencies.
This is a needless office. It does nothing. It's costing a lot of money.
Senator Richard Guttix is behind a bill to eliminate the Treasurer's Office.
The state treasurer really has no duties.
The Treasurer's Office used to be in charge of managing the state's unclaimed property refunds, but the I-Team discovered that program was turned over to the Department of Revenue just before Adamczyk was sworn in. The treasurer was also in charge of managing Wisconsin's college savings program, but the Department of Administration took over that years ago. Would you consider the state treasurer's job today full-time or part-time?
Part-time at best. Yes.
How many hours?
5 hours a week.
Adamczyk told us he'd be more than happy to answer our questions over the phone or through email, and we were able to ask him a few questions before he said he had to leave the office for the day.
Right now, what do you oversee?
It's not a lot. I basically serve on the Board of Commissioners of Public Land.
Serving on this board requires Adamczyk to be on a conference call twice a month for 15 minutes. Believe it or not, that's his only constitutional responsibility. And in his own admission,
The office is, by definition, something I think that's a joke. That's why I want to get rid of it.
Adamczyk did eliminate his two-member staff, but kept his job, which pays roughly $68,000, not including benefits.
Constitutionally and statutorily, he's required to be in that position, so we have to pay him that salary.
Senator Guttix's bill to eliminate the Treasurer's Office passed this legislative session, but must pass again next session before letting the voters decide. Meanwhile, Adamczyk promised, if elected, he'd give back 25% of his salary to the state, but we found no record that ever happened. In an email, Adamczyk writes, "I have not returned money so far, but will do so. I haven't decided when yet." Now, if the bill passes next session and voters agree to cut Adamczyk's job, it would be 2019 before the office is eliminated. Adamczyk says he fully supports the bill to eliminate his job, though it looks like he'll serve out a full 4-year term before that happens. Stephen Carroll.
Interesting that Adamczyk admits that his job is basically a joke. Okay, Eric, thank you very much.